I've always dreamed of being a star. Big house, white fence, and a fancy car. Signing autographs on pictures with my face on it. And people screaming my name, making me feel like I'm important, yeah. My art is something that encompasses a lot of things. It started with music. I was doing music in high school. I was the show choir leader. I was doing choreography. And I was like, music is where I want to go. I told myself I was going to be the next Beyonce. The Lord had other plans. So I did a fast with a friend. We were on set one day and she was like, I just want to do a week fast and just get some clarity. This was my first fast ever. And I did it and I was intentional about it. And I asked God, what should I do? Should I do music or fashion? Because for the longest I was struggling with doing both. And during that whole week, multiple people said the same thing to me. They said, fashion will open music doors. So I stopped doing music, got into fashion, and here we are today working with singers, songwriters in the studio sessions like I'm still doing the things. I'm like, come on, God, you better keep your promise. And you know, I love it. I started in college. I went to fashion design school, so I did the whole grunt work, making patterns and sewing stuff together, and I was intentional about that as well because I knew I didn't want to be a actual designer, but like I want to sketch it, but I don't want to make it. So I just went to school basically to learn how to do it so that when I have my own brand and business, I can make sure that they're doing it right, you know? Gotta make sure they are getting the craft together, okay? So I went to school for that, and then I was still doing music in college, and so I saw an internship on, well, let's rewind, okay? Because I went to a boot camp. Celebrity stylist Jay Bolin, shout out to you, boss man. He had a boot camp in Dallas, Texas, and I went. I met him, but I didn't ask any questions. I paid all that coin for the boot camp, right? And invested in myself, my craft, and went and didn't say a word. And I left mad. I'm like, yo, you really paid that money and didn't learn anything. So then I got on Instagram and saw that he was looking for interns. I applied to the internship and got in the next day. And from there, it's been history because I've been with the agency for about 3 years now. And that is where my actual styling career started. Because I was working for him, and then COVID happened. I started working from home, and then eventually not at all. And that's how the Nikko brand came about, because I need to get the coin, and I can't just be sitting at the house not doing nothing. So I said, okay, we're going to put all these gifts together. We're going to style, we're going to draw, we're going to design, we're going to do social media content creation, and here we are. So the biggest lesson that I've learned so far would be I always put God first. I already knew that, but working with Jay and the rest of the team, they are a God-fearing brand and God-fearing people. And so that was the biggest lesson I took out of it because I can't do any of this without God. I can't do any of this without a team. P.S. I don't have a full team yet. So kids, if you're watching, get at me because I need help, okay? So basically, God is the reason for everything that I do, and always putting him first really makes sure and ensures that I'm not going to ever be left behind. I'm not going to ever be delayed. I'm not going to miss out anything, any opportunity that's for me because, you know, as long as I'm operating in my purpose and listening to what God says and being obedient, I'm always going to win. What inspires me, I would say God for sure. Number one, just because I need y'all to really know, no matter what you believe, but for me, I'ma always say God is the reason. All that you see me do, it's all God, because all these gifts are not mine, they are his, and he just lent them to me. So I want to make sure that I use them all up before the kid bounces, okay? So outside of God, I definitely get inspired by music, being that my background is in music. Anytime I hear a dope song, it always inspires me to create, whether that be drawing, whether that be fashion. I can visualize like full-blown music videos in my head. If I hear a dope R&B song, I'm gonna be like, ooh, she needs to be wearing this and he needs to wear this. And it just all comes together. So my whole goal in my brand is to merge fashion and music together and really just marry the two so beautifully. I see my art as vulnerable, I see it as confident, I see it as bold, I see it as who I was afraid to be in the past. In school, I used to always get teased about my outfit, even though I always been fly, okay? I was being teased and bullied and people called me names and all that just for how I dress. So when I dress my clients, I want them to feel strong and empowered. I want them to feel confident. I want them to feel like they can take on anything in the world. And to take it back to school real quick, they was hating on me, but I was best dressed in middle school and high school. So the lesson in that, kids, is there will always be love within the hate, okay? Don't pay attention to the haters because it's always somebody that got your back and that loves and supports you. So just keep doing you and the rest will follow. Fashion really is powerful. Like, it is a avenue that can really make you feel what you never thought that you could feel. The minute you get dressed, you feel like, depending on what you put on, you feel like you can take on the world. Like, it's so many times that I've had counseling sessions with my clients, they just open up because fashion really just makes us bond. When you learn their body type and you learn what they like and what they don't like, and then even the things that they don't like, they try to put it on, it ends up working, and it just makes them a whole new person. And I'm always honored to be a part of anybody's transformation because they take that with them forever. To my future self, I want to say that you can do it and you are not an imposter, okay? The imposter syndrome gets real. I've had clients that are of a high stature that I never would have imagined working with. It's one thing to like have dreams and to kind of believe they would come true, but when they actually start coming true, it's like, wait a minute, like, am I ready for this? Can I do this? And after having those clients and doing it and seeing the reaction from the world, but that's great, but like not even thinking about the reaction of the world, just the fact that I proved to myself that I can do it, just me with no team. You know, I don't have a seamstress on my team, I don't have interns. Like, it's literally me from the ground to the top. I'm going to the mall shopping, pulling the looks, I'm going to researching designers, emailing, and it's just like a lot to do, honestly. But doing all of that has really shown me that I can do anything and I can really achieve all the dreams that I really have, because if I can dream it, I can achieve it. And I say all of these cliche things that we was taught in elementary school, but it's real life. If I got these dreams, it's obviously something that I can achieve. I just got to put the work in and God gonna bless it twofold, period.